Welcome to 3 Count Commentaries. Today, we're going to talk about a promo that was so bad. It was so shitty that people flamed it all over the internet. And because I had so much fun laughing, we're going to talk about it. Now, there's been, in the pantheon of really bad promos, 2 entered into the rarefied air of really shit promos. One was the hostage video of Dominic Mysterio that took place on Monday Night Raw. And the second is from Mr. I Want to Rape Sasha Banks, the Spanish salamander, the human Gumby himself, Sammy Guevara, who cut a promo about winning the AEW World title, in which he absolutely complained about the lack of star ratings for his match. And it pissed everybody off. My goodness. It is so bad. It is so bad. It's so bad. I'm going to play the audio for you. It's that bad. It's that bad I have to do a response to it. It is that bad. Sammy Guevara has no business talking. He has no business talking. But let's get into it. Let's play. It's like 30 seconds, all right? It's like 30 seconds. I apologize if you've never heard this. But let's get to it.
I'm not here because I got fired from somewhere else. I'm here because I want to be. I'm not asking for my release. I want to be here. I didn't have to go and work here today, all right? I had the week off, but here I am putting on 5-star matches that I don't even get the recognition for. How, Meltzer? Where's my stars? You want to give stars to all your favorites, but where's my stars? After I win this world title, everything's going to change.
Where's my stars? Where's my stars? Jesus. He left out the part that, of course, he wants to be here. He forgot the part where he's got to be here because nobody else wants him. This panda bear, sexual harassment panda, I want to rape Sasha Banks, weirdo, idiot, Sammy Guevara, embarrassed himself, his wife, his fiance, his profession, his mentor, and himself with this promo. Imagine being such an idiot mark that you're complaining about where are the stars for your matches. Christ's sake. Sammy is like, 28? I'm going to cut him some slack for being a young boy. I'm also going to give him some credit because at least he was passionate about something. And this is the first time in forever I probably heard a Sammy Guevara promo and said, you know what? He might actually be passionate about something. He actually takes something seriously. He's very serious about these star ratings, Melts. Come on. Come on, Melts. I mean, AEW is filled with fucking guys like this. It's embarrassing, bro. All right. This human salamander. This idiot. Let's get into people roasting him. That's the fun part. Let's get into people roasting him. So, let's see. Who's going to roast Sammy Guevara? Lance Storm asked the question, so is he starting a program with Dave? Well, apparently. And must be how he plans to get over. He plans to feud with Dave Meltzer. Somebody says, point of view, you're home early from school and Dr. Phil is on. And I guess this is Sammy's therapy. Is him bitching about his star ratings or lack thereof. It's so embarrassing. Somebody says that he cuts promos like a 12-year-old on TikTok. Oh. This guy's supposed to be a professional wrestler. He's supposed to be a fully grown adult man and a professional wrestler. I don't get it. Why would you do this to yourself, Samuel Guevara? His name is Samuel, right? Samuel. Brother. Please. Mi hombre. Please. I know you speak some Spanish, right? Just please do. Oh, God. Somebody says, however bad you think this promo is before you watch it, I promise you it's worse. And I can confirm. I confirm. At least Dominic Mysterio looked like he had a gun to the back of his head. Sammy Guevara was fired up about this. He was very passionate about this. He was very serious about this. This is stupid. This is a stupid promo. It's a tragedy. What a goofy promo. Somebody says, this is genuinely one of the worst things I've ever heard. They got the Randy Orton stupid meme. Somebody says, this is such an all-time great promo. Oh, now you're just trying to pull those crayons out of your nose, idiot. This shit sounds like one of them Maury packages before the baby daddy come out. You are not the father. Anything other than Jon Moxley beating this loser in less than a minute is objectively wrong. Somebody says, embrace the chaos, put the title on Sammy. I've seen quite a few people say that. I've seen some people say that Sammy should win the title just to piss everybody off because he has such heat. But come on. You can't, even if you wanted to do a heel wins the tournament, you can't do this. Why would you torture your own fan base like this? I wouldn't do this. Why we do this? Why this air? Was a question somebody legitimately asked. Why would you air this? That's a good question. Why does AEW insist on posting their own L's? It's AEW post their own L's. They post their own botches. Like they just do so much to bury themselves. It's almost like they don't take themselves seriously at all. Speaking of which, somebody says, are we supposed to take this guy seriously? Where are my stars, Mel?
What a mark.
It's the Raven gift. Okay. Oh boy. Complaining about star ratings. Yeah, he's complaining about his star ratings. Where's his stars, Meltzer? Where's his stars? Somebody got the Oscar gift where she's making crying noises. Between listening to Dominic Mysterio on Monday and now this, I don't know how much more of this wrestling stuff I can take. You know what? I have to agree with you. If I have to sit here and watch people choke camels for, 2 hours or whatever, I don't know, man. I'd rather paint my house with a Q-tip than listen to Sammy Guevara cut a promo. I can't stand this fucking guy. It's awful. Somebody said the background music make this sound like an NBA 2K rap battle, but they both suck. Was it supposed to feel like a Maury segment? Yes, it does. It just has all of the trappings of a Maury segment. The yelling, the camera cuts, him screaming at the camera. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely absurd. Why would you do this? Why would you embarrass this young man like this? Somebody needs to, for starters, tell Sammy Guevara to gain some weight. He's painfully skinny. I didn't know it was possible to cringe this hard. Well, I knew it was possible because I did it during the the Dominic Mysterio thing. I was cringing hard. Boy, I needed a transplant after that joint. But this Sammy Guevara piece of business, man, god damn. Man, the Hispanics, they losing hard this week. Please, get your young boys together. We need to overhaul. We need to have a goddamn... we need to have an intervention for Latino pro wrestlers, for Christ's sake. These guys are not bringing their best. They're not sending their best. Somebody says this is the equivalent of folks who think rappers who rap fast are amazing because they rap fast and say nothing at all. Yelling at promos don't mean the promo is good, especially this dude begging for a grown-ass man to like his matches. I concur with the whole rapping fast thing. I'm a fan of Bone Thugs and Harmony and a lot of other fast rapping groups, and I understand that other people can't do it. So somebody says, people said this is the worst promo they've ever seen. Nah, it's the worst promo I've ever seen. It's out. Hold on, now wait a minute. It's not the worst promo I've ever seen. I've seen a lot of wrestling. I've seen a lot of bad promos. I've seen people forget their lines in the middle of it. It's not that bad, but for Christ's sake, it's the shits. It's bad enough to roast. That's for sure. Says, why are these AEW bitches always begging Meltzer for stars? Like his opinion even matters. It's so embarrassing. Yes, it is very embarrassing. It's super embarrassing. Somebody says, Sammy Guevara's downfall needs to be studied. Dude went from having a career-defining match in January to stinking up the joint 9 months later. Well, he was never good. That's the thing. He was never good. Y'all, people are just now deciding to start criticizing this fool, but he was never that good. And Sammy Guevara was passable, and everybody was kind of cutting him some slack because he was the young boy on the roster. Before the Dante Martins came along and a lot of people who were a little bit younger than him, Sammy Guevara was seen as the kid on the roster. So you kind of put up with him being kind of shitty and kind of garbage because you was like, okay, he's the young boy. But then they started to push him, and they started to kind of put some legs underneath him, and you kind of like, wait a minute, this guy's kind of terrible. Like he's kind of really not good. And I was like, whoa. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's bad. Stop including Dave Meltzer ratings in your promos. I don't want to hear that shit in kayfabe promos. Hand clap. I agree. I agree. I saw people saying this was the worst promo they've ever seen, so I clicked on it thinking, it can't be that bad. It is. It's worse even. Sammy Guevara is bad. Like, really bad. And this one gonna hurt him to his heart. As if Sammy Guevara cares, but this one gonna hurt him to his heart. This is an actual AEW fanboy. This guy adds absolutely nothing to a company outside of a few cool high spots. No charisma, no presence, no believability. Even the cool background score couldn't save this bad promo. I've been saying this about Sammy Guevara for like 2 years, man. Sammy has the presence of cigarette smoke. He's there and then he's gone. Who cares? Nobody even notices that he does anything. Sammy Guevara has been doing stunts for 2 years, and he's somehow less over than he was before he did all the stunts. He took all the big bumps and all the blood and guts matches and everything, and somehow he's less over. And I know a lot of this has to do with people not liking Sammy Guevara because of the whole Ty Conti thing, and I don't care. It's up to him to get over, despite that. Edge did it. So it's up to Sammy Guevara to get over despite that. All right. Somebody says, taking a break from holiday to say this promo fucking sucks. Gigantic elephant dick. Good Lord. Somebody says, your boy is cringe as fuck. If he wins, I'm going to flip out. But I can see that happening, to be honest. Oh, come on. It depends on how bad John Moxley wants to get back to, what was he about to do? Fishing? How badly does he want to go fishing? You need to put that fishing trip off a little bit longer. Bragging about star ratings as a heel I can tolerate, but crying about not having higher star ratings is just embarrassing. Meltzer is not a character on your TV show. Why are you even bringing him up? I mean, that's a good point. Maybe we should ask why the hell Bloodbath Britt was going through thumbtacks and carving herself up for this same guy. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this at all? At least Moxley didn't say he wanted to rape someone. Sammy Guevara talks a lot, but he forgets he's a scumbag. I don't think he forgot. I don't think anybody forgot. This is absolutely embarrassing. The fact that it was pushed by the Wrestling Observer newsletter guys is even funnier. Somebody says, Exhibit A as to why some wrestlers need people writing for them, or at least very least helping them guide them. Someone should have stopped him and said, stop yelling, get quiet, point your finger towards the fans and not Meltzer because it's coming off whiny. I think that's what he wanted. I think he wanted to be whiny. I don't know, man. Sammy Guevara is one of the most generational wrestlers when it comes to being shit at everything. Ooh. Look up ass on dictionary.com and there's a link to this promo. Somebody says, yeah, if he wins the world title, everything will change, like the all-time low ratings. Ooh. Here's another AEW fanboy with a pretty large account. I can cut a better promo than this. Meltzer, where's my star ratings? God, the cringe. I don't know who's worse, him or Dominic. It's a good competition, man. Again, Dominic, he looked like somebody had his balls on a vice. But Sammy Guevara was very fired up about, the lack of appreciation for all his tumbling routines. I don't know. Here's another one. No presence or wit on the mic. He moves, look forced. This guy looks like absolute dog. He looks like an absolute dog. I don't know. Mentioning star ratings in a promo that's meant to fire us up is very cringe, even in kayfabe. Somebody said somehow he's even worse at promos. Begging Dave Meltzer for 5-star ratings is fucking lame. I'm so glad I'm seeing this, man. This is making my heart feel so full right now. Personally, I think Sammy Guevara is the best heel right now in AEW. Why do you ask? Because everyone hates him, and that's what heels, Heals, is supposed to do. Disagree with me if you want, but you know I'm right. No, I disagree because, as this next comment says, this shit is a 2-pack of ass. It's a buy one, get one pack of ass. It's a BOGO. This is the shits. This is one of the worst promos I've ever seen. There's so many people who are saying that. Somebody said, this is a good heel promo. Pretty much everyone he targeted is going to have a vocal fans who will spread this and hate him for it. Even the anti-Meltzer crowd will spread it around to try to mock him for caring about ratings. Sammy hit a strong bait promo. Okay, if that was your goal, if your goal is any publicity is good publicity, then yes, Sammy Guevara scored. He absolutely scored. He once again proves that he's absolute shit at talking, which I don't think should be the message he wants spread around. I don't think he wants that. I don't think you want that on your reputation, especially when you're in a company that's struggling right now because, so many guys just got suspended. This is the worst promo I've ever heard in my life. Oh, this is quite literally the worst promo I've ever seen in my life. How could you cut a promo worse than Dom Mysterio? That should even be possible. Yet it is. I don't know, man. Dom Mysterio is pretty bad. Sammy Guevara, is it worse? I don't know, man. It's pretty bad, though. Out here like Tiny Tim looking for these star ratings. Sounds like a whiny bitch than a championship contender. Mentioning Dave Meltzer in promos is quite possibly the best way to immediately make your promo meaningless. I kind of agree. Somebody says his lack of charisma mixed with his inability to have any presence and mediocre indie moveset just makes for an astonishingly bad wrestler. Jesus Christ, they are tearing this fucking guy apart. It's like he got thrown to to hungry tigers. He's just being ripped to shreds. This is phenomenal shit. He's so unserious talking. His voice doesn't match him at all. Like, I feel like he should sound like a doodle bob. I don't even know what that is. Oh, man. The funniest thing about this abysmal promo is the fact that he does actually have a 5-star match and didn't deserve it. I didn't even know that. Good question. Well, good statement. Fucking yikes. Forced. Not believable. And begging for an old hoarder's validation. I'm sorry, but if you're a Guevara fan, God bless you, because this guy has produced nothing from the company's inception. Also, isn't the JJ that cries about getting thrown out of NXT? Isn't this the JJ? JJ? I think his wife got thrown out of NXT, right? Sammy Guevara had a tryout and he didn't make it. That's when he got roasted by Lacey Evans. And that was hilarious too. I did a video about Sammy Guevara and he just couldn't get the tumbles down. He was getting roasted at the Performance Center. There's going to be pictures of Sammy Guevara holding L's like Lauryn Hill had Grammys that one time. There's just so many L's that come out of Sammy Guevara. For Christ's sake, he's so bad at everything. He's awful, man. You given time to cut a promo about your match with Jon Moxley. Imagine in the tournament for the world title. And you focus on clout and star ratings. Horrendous heel promo. Horrendous. That's horrendous even if it was a babyface promo. This is not a good promo, period. It's not good. It's the shits. Um, it's actually this promo that made me realize how much I do not enjoy listening to Sammy Guevara. Good God. It's so everybody's so mad. Oh God. Oh Lord, they're so mad. Oh, oof. This promo stinks. This promo is terrible. Where are my stars? The marks are in the ring. I really hate that thing where wrestlers, quote, in universe want to have critically acclaimed matches. They're supposed to want to win matches, not have high Rotten Tomatoes score. That is a great point. That is a great point. You know, football players don't want to just have good games. They want to win games. They don't care if they don't win clean or if they don't win. I mean, shit, there's how many teams that got caught cheating, inflating balls and recording each other and all kinds of shit. They don't care about that. They just want to win. Sammy Guevara, literally do us all a favor and never cut a promo again. Good God. When a creator wrestler do better promos than professionals, in quotations, you know it's terrible. Oh my God. Somebody says, I would like to also add to the Guevara hate. What a shit wrestler. Sammy Guevara is the worst wrestler in the world. Come on now. All right, hold on. Hold on. I don't want to say he's the worst wrestler in the world. He's pretty bad, though. Sammy Guevara is really bad. He adds nothing to AEW anymore. Look, he got some foundational stuff going for him. I think if in the right system, Sammy Guevara could grow up to be something. He was trained by Booker T. If he had gone into NXT or something like that, he might actually know how to conserve some of his offense. And it wouldn't help his presence at all. It might actually teach him how to present himself on television. But, you know, I don't know, man. AEW, this is the thing. Sammy Guevara has been in AEW for 3 years. They've been consistently pushing him every year. He's been in main events. He's won titles. But he has had almost no character development. Like, he's not better now than he was. He's pretty much the same. You know, the only difference is he's got more experience at being bad. And it's hilarious. Oh my God, this nigga stinks. LMAO. Oh, they're giving him such a hard time, man. Why is he trying to be fucking Will Ospreay? I don't know, but that's a bad idea. Because being Will Ospreay is not good, because Will Ospreay is a fucking loser. Bruh, these AEW fans hate Sammy so much, they literally hate on everything he does. Dude could donate $3,000 to 7 different charities, and people would be in the comments like, he's doing it for clout. Doesn't make him a good person. Like, fuck off, let the man live. I don't know, man, but he's getting ate up, and I love it. This is great. Somebody says, this is the first and last Sammy Guevara promo I ever heard. Oof. Somebody posted, oh yeah, so his ladder match with Cody got 5 stars. Okay. All right, I didn't know that. Dude sloppy as fuck lately. He can shut it. Used to like him, to be honest, but lately he's just a piece of shit and not the fun kind. He's just a douche. Oh yes, he did try to kill Ruby Soho recently too, with his carelessness. He tried to kill himself. He's just not a good guy. You know, he tried to kill Matt Hardy that one time. Again, you would think after the Matt Hardy thing, they would have de-pushed him and forced him to do some kind of character development, but he didn't even do that. This is such bad stuff, man. It's awful, and there's plenty of stuff that I'm actually skipping, and you know and some people were saying this guy is the next Jeff Hardy. I guess y'all don't know how bad Jeff was at promos. Jeff was not good either. Sammy's going to spend all day blocking people on Twitter. He sounded like a little boy struggling to pretend being a wrestler giving a promo. Oof. After hearing this promo, I just want to say congratulations to Jon Moxley on his win tonight. I would like to second that emotion. That nigga ain't winning nothing. We already knew he wasn't going to win. But now I'm like, yo, he needs to anti-win. He needs to somehow lose so badly he don't even come out there. I wouldn't show my face in public if he was this bad. Sammy Guevara, just based on his in-ring, should be somebody that I like. I just wish he wasn't a thoroughly loathsome piece of shit. Look, if I thought this was all because he was a really good heel, I would say he was doing a really good job. Because people hate him so much, he must be a really great heel. But that's not it. Like, this is genuine. He's genuinely not good at this stuff. And it's funny because people are now telling the truth because of the whole thing with Tay Conti. Everybody feels comfortable saying that he's really bad at this shit, which is great. This is great. Maybe if Sammy cared more about working on his mic skills and his personality rather than one man's opinion, more people would like him. I don't think that could even help. Somebody says, I don't know if there's anything I hate more in wrestling than wrestlers caring about what Dave Meltzer's opinion on their match is. Well, I have to add that PWI 500 thing to the list. That's been getting on my nerves all day. It's been getting on my nerves all day. All day. That's up there with the Meltzer ratings as things that I don't care about, that people seem to care so much about that it trends on Twitter. Every time Sammy Guevara speaks, my ears actually bleed. Ooh. Oh. How? How can you be this fucking terrible at everything? How is that possible? He said these 26 seconds I'll never get back. Oh, God. It was only 30 seconds of a really awful promo. Oh, man. Somebody says he sounds just like Dominic Mysterio. No, Dominic sounds a little bit more forced than Sammy. This promo is absolute garbage. We have a heel cutting a promo because he is angry that a 60-year-old wrestling journalist won't give him his fake fights 5 stars. Who the fuck is this promo for? Yes, and who is it aimed at? Look, I get, and I'm going to be honest. We're going to close on this because I hadn't planned to do like an hour on this. I get the point of the promo. The point of the promo is that Sammy Guevara feels unappreciated. He does all of these great things for AEW. He comes out, he busts his ass, he does all of the flippity-doo-dahs. He has matches that the fans enjoyed because he works a high-flying style that the fans like. But he doesn't feel appreciated. The fans boo him, which is, as a heel, that's what he's supposed to feel like, that, he can do all of these phenomenal things and he's not going to get any credit for it. But he's also deeply concerned about the critical perceptions of his matches, which is nonsense because that should not factor into whether you feel appreciated or not. And that's not going to get you over to the people who don't like you. I don't know, man. I don't. All right, so let's wrap this up a little bit. We're going to do about 30 minutes solid. Every time Sammy Guevara talks or tries to act tough, it's trash. And begging Meltzer for stars, come on, man. Somebody says, this is what some WWE fan would write as a parody of an AEW promo. Oh, boy. Sammy being upset about his star rating could be a good heel shtick. If wrestling was a shoot, why would you actually care about star ratings unless you were childish? It should be beneath you. Kind of how I think Gresham should have spun his PWI rankings into a heel character. Yeah, Bayley was able to do that. Like, Bayley, she's looking for validation. She'll find anything. That's about the only time you'll get somebody to actually mention that kind of shit. But that's about it. But, it's hilarious. Here's somebody who's trying to be fair. I think the content of this promo at the beginning was not bad, but the delivery was just very meh. And then it all comes crashing down when he mentions Meltzer. I literally LOL'd at that part, which is bad. I shouldn't be laughing at this type of promo. But we are. He does have a Dominic Mysterio punchable face. I agree. It's got to be that Hispanic stuff. I don't know, man. I don't know. This man is literally God of cringe. Oof. I don't know if he's a God of cringe. Come on. This one is not really even a roast. It's just something I feel like I need to address. It says promos like this and what MJF, Ethan Page, Christian Cage, Wardlow, and Eddie, I'm guessing Kingston, have done over recent months will eventually usher in a new era of wrestling. one that I like to call personally the reality era, where we mix fantasy with real life issues. That's just called pro wrestling. I'm sorry. I know that you might think that's something new, but it's not. Like, literally, pro wrestling mixes reality and fantasy. That's really all it does. You didn't just invent that. It's all just pro wrestling. Okay, it's all fiction, sir. Oh, this one's pretty good. We really need a new term for X-Pac heat because Sean Waltman was actually good. We're going to call it Sammy Guevara heat. So people can say Sammy Guevara was good in 10 years and be lying to the rest of the world. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. This one's a pretty good one. WWE should not have aired Dominic's pre-tape on Raw last night, and AEW should have left this promo on the cutting room floor. I'm an equal opportunity hater of bad wrestling. No bias needed when shit is downright terrible. High five on that, brother or sister. I see flowers. I'm going to say sister. All right, we're going to go with sister. High five, sister. This shit is dog shit, bro. This nigga's so bad. Here's one, probably gonna be the last one. It says, people are calling this the worst promo ever. Nah, it can't be that. Oh, fucking hell. This is the worst promo I've ever seen in my life. The fuck happened to Sammy, man? What do you mean what the fuck happened? He's always been this bad. Like, I don't understand. Like, I guess you have to personally hate him, and now you can start telling the truth, but he's always been this bad at cutting promos. That's why they never let him talk. He used to just do stuff like stick his tongue out, and, that was it. He's always been this bad. Somebody says, I don't care how good you are at bumping, flipping, or slapping the thigh. Dick eating for stars is not a good look. I should have kept this on mute. And I concur. I guess this is the last one. Sammy is a very talented athlete. And nothing against Meltzer, but the fact that him in 5-star matches was mentioned in a promo for national TV are some of the reasons why less people are watching wrestling now than any other time in history. Pro wrestling is an art form, but national television is about drawing the general public. Kevin Nash never needed 7 stars because he made 7 figures. And that is it. Enough's enough. Thank you guys for talking. Hopefully some of you guys were in here roasting Sammy Guevara. But thank you guys for listening. Like, share, subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.